My name is Kabir Bhatia. I'm the co-founder and CEO here at Hello Everyday. We're sitting here in our assembly area in Lake Oswego, where we assemble our Hello Everyday sensor. We went about trying to build a company to help older adults age in place, which came from a collective set of shared experiences between the co-founders of building a device that would be as simple as possible, as intuitive to use, but would keep people connected and allow them to age in place with confidence. The simplicity of the device is a huge aspect of how we operate. From a user perspective, all they have to do is take the sensor out of the box and plug it in. There are no buttons on the sensor. It's cellular connected, and there are the configurations is all done remotely. All they need to do is let us know who they want their messages to go to. From a person receiving notifications, they get a notification via text that the person who has the sensor is up and around, and that they're active, or if they're not active, they get a notification that they're not active, and they should check on them over the phone. I want to give you a couple of different stories of how our users have been impacted by this device. This is Joan. Joan is a member of Village Village here in Lake Oswego, and she was one of the first people that got a prototype device when my co-founder Mark Levitt was developing this a couple of years ago. And when Joan heard that we were building a company, she approached us and she said, "This has been such a huge value to my life. I would like to pay it forward." And we looked at each other and we said, "Well, how will that work?" And she said, "Well, there are 600 members in the Portland metro area that are village to village members that are aging in place and are relying on each other for support. I would like to buy a third of those members a device to help them see the value of this." And so she gave us $50,000 for that endeavor. That was hugely rewarding. Joan is an orphan. She lives by herself. She's never been married. And it really shows sort of the impact of the sense of connectivity and reassurance someone can get from knowing that they are seen and that they are going to be, that someone will notice if something happens to them. The second story that I want to tell you is my mom was one of our first beta testers for our device. My dad passed away a couple of years ago. My mom's been living by herself. And earlier this year, she got a device. And we had to take the device back to upgrade it. And it was going to be gone for a few days. And she got very disturbed. She was worried that her sister and my brother get messages. How would they know that she was up and around? The stickiness of how ingrained it becomes in people's lives is so remarkable to see. And the third story that I want to tell you is from Gary Hannafin, who lives here in Lake Oswego. His mom lives in Newburgh, so that's about 40 miles away. And Gary's mom, Marianne, is a farm girl. She grew up on a farm, and sometimes she's up really early in the morning. And Gary would always hesitate calling her because he didn't want to disturb her. And we got introduced because I was looking for beta testers, and Gary said, "Yes, that would be a perfect situation. I would love to give my mom a sensor to test." And the effect was really interesting. Mary Ann became much more confident because she saw that someone would know if she was not following her usual pattern. But she also noticed that Gary would call more, and Gary said that himself. He said, "Yeah, because I know that I'm not disturbing my mom, I tend to call more, and we tend to talk for longer because I don't feel like I'm rushed." And that's a huge impact that we see over and over again with our customers. Our goal here is to create connectivity and sense of community for older adults to age in place with confidence. And we're delighted to see that Hello Everyday is starting to have that impact on people's lives.